Right, so welcome back to the first episode of the new season on Training the Wolfpack, and this year is gonna be great. Firstly, we've made some great signings, which I'll show you in a second, and secondly, we've got some great episodes coming up. I've already planned them. So let's jump straight in and see what we have done to strengthen this team. So today's going to be a short, snappy video. We're going to show you some of the signings. I say some. We're going to show you all, of course. It'd be stupid not to. There's 4 for you to look out for. Some pretty good ones, if you ask me. We've been given quite a lot of money. There's a lot of future money as well, so we can do some future deals. And then we're going to show you exactly what we're going to go through in the next couple of episodes as well before we get the season underway. So, no surprises. The first man I'm going to introduce you to is Castrovilli. Castrovilli came in from Fiorentina. We've been tracking him all year. He had no desire to join us, so you might want to go check out the Teach Pursuit on how we managed to get this man over the line. We basically made it that he was desperate to join us. He dropped his wage requests from 140 to 72 grand a week, and we've also managed to get him a lot cheaper than I expected, so I'm happy with him. He is going to pair Arnold in the middle and have him more the Mizala road, and then we'll play Arnold more defensively if we need him. So Castrovilli, I'm happy with this. This is one of the big signings I wanted from day one. Next through the door was Christian Ferreira. He was brought in on a free transfer from River Plate, completely free. His contract had run out. We made an offer. He was not interested. I made a transfer bid for him. He then became interested. I cancelled that transfer bid, and then I went in and offered him a contract. We've got him on 5 grand a week. I think it's a very good price. We're going to train him as much as we can as a winger to play out on the left-hand side as backup and play as an inverted forward or inverted winger on that side. We have a couple that's come back from loan, so I want to show you those too. But he's going to be challenging for that side. He could also play center attack mid if we need him. At the moment, he's got 16 determination. I feel that we can train him, and he will do what I need him to do. And he's got 17 free kicks. So even if he just comes on for set pieces, I'm more than happy with that. But out of all of them, this is probably the one that needs the most work. But to get him on a free and be potentially worth a couple of million in a few years' time, I think it was pretty much zero risk. Next signing in is just Football Manager 2020 in probably one of the signings. Like, you could almost guess. You're going to guess one. You're going to guess Haaland, but we're on the new database, so it's not going to be Haaland. And then you're going to guess another striker that everybody signs because he's so good. And we went down that road. Meet Esposito. I mean, you don't need to meet him. You know who he is. But yeah, well-rounded player. We got him from Inter. We paid quite a lot for him. But he's going to join Boro up top, and we need some more people that can score goals. And I think he can score goals. Well, I know he can score goals, and I'm excited to have him on board. I don't really need to go into detail with this one because literally click on anybody else's Football Manager save that's managing in the top tier, and they're going to probably manage this guy. So there's no point really going too much into that. And last but not least, I wanted a right midfielder. I wanted a guy who could cut in from the right and score more. I wanted somebody that could play up top if we needed him to do so. I need somebody that could probably start up top, and maybe will start up top, and maybe our starting striker. I've gone for Gabriel Barbosa. We brought him in from Inter as he was on loan at Flamingo. He's on quite a lot of money. I think he's our highest earner. I don't know much about him, to be honest. I'm going to be open and honest with you. I don't know much about him. I know he's a good player. I know he's got a nickname of Gabby Goal. I'm assuming he just constantly scores goals and gabs goals. And I decided it was time for me to manage him. And that is the reason why we're managing him. So Mali has come back from loan deal. He dominantly plays centre attacker mid. There's quite a lot of value in him, and getting rid of him, he's on 74 grand a week. Kind of him and Ferreira are very similar. So if we were going to play somebody, we'd probably play Ferreira. So he's on the transfer list. He's off. He was at Union Berlin last season. Played 31 games and scored 3 goals. So he did well. We could probably get money for him. And like I said, 75 grand off the wage bill. Also, another one that we're going to chuck on the transfer list. He's on 83 grand a week. Say no more. He played 7 games last season. So I'm not too bothered about chucking him on the transfer list. I can get rid of 83 grand a week then. Tremendous. Again, another one to chuck on the transfer list, 66 grand a week. He didn't play much last season. We've got new strikers in. He's not going to be needed. Now, a difficult one for me, I have put Weghorst out. If the right money comes in for him, then maybe we'll accept it. I think I'd probably want to keep him, but I'm happy to chuck him. He's 28 years of age. He's on 50 grand a week. And we've got some young guys that are in front of him. and he's the 4th choice striker at the moment. So I'm more than happy to bring a younger guy through the play up top and him drop. But I like the fact he's big, he's strong, and I like the fact that he could almost be something to come off the bench if we need to change the game, get his head on stuff. He's got good heading, good jumping reach, good strength. He is a good striker. And I'm not taking anything away from him, but I feel if we could maybe cash in on him, we will. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll see what happens. We are still looking for that amazing centre-back, but I would need to try and get rid of a few players before we get players in. We are now got to that point where our budget is depleted, that I need to sell more to purchase more. Other positions that we'd look like to strengthen, in my opinion, is goalkeeper. I'm happy with the wing backs. They are quite old for me, 25, 27. It's mad, but I do genuinely prefer younger players. As you know, through my Palermo save, we have gone young for most of it. So I'm quite happy with the youngsters and the balance of the squad that we've got. But I think the centre-backs is kind of where we need to look to improve if we can, and goalkeeper. So that's going to be our 2 next places that we're going to try and strengthen. If we get money in the bank, then we're obviously going to spend it. But we'll come back when that's all done and dusted. So we're going to play the Pokal game, and then we're going to play Freiburg, and we're going to come back for the Bayern Munich game. It'll be just before the window shuts. We'll be able to go through any other transfer business that we've got. Then we're going to come back for the Champions League first group game as well. Discuss our Champions League group and see how we get on in that game. In the middle of those 2 games, we're going to do an episode on our training. Episode will be out most likely Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to talk all about mentoring. And Thursday, we're going to talk all about set pieces. I feel now I've set that up, I'm going to probably fail, but that is my game. That is my aim for next week, is to have the Bayern game on Monday, training, mentoring, set pieces, and then we're going to finish off the week with the Champions League group game. So if you like the video today, hit that like button. If you really like it, be a hero and hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in some of the other videos that I may have created, the link to the playlist is down in the description. If you'd like to catch me over live on Twitch every single night apart from Thursday at 9 p.m, the link is also down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.